Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. As we continue our series of bank reviews and financial organizations, today we're going to be focusing on social finance, aka SoFi and AMEX, however you want to say it, American Express. And we are going to be focusing on the high yield savings account product. As you may see from the channel, I've been going over these high yield savings accounts with the goal of helping you make more informed financial decisions so you can maximize your money, build your wealth, so you can take care of yourself and your family and your future. And with that being said, let's get into the feature comparison here. And by the way, if you're enjoying this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel. As of February, we have 4.6% with SoFi and we have 4.35% with AMEX. Now, there's a little star here that you see on the screen next to the SoFi, and that is because in order to qualify for that APY that SoFi advertises on their website, you do need to set up direct deposit. Now, direct deposit can be from your job, and I want to share here with you a little piece of insight that I also shared in my last video. Is one of the best ways I've found to save money is by automating my payments, by just sending money straight to my savings account. I don't have to think about it. The easier it is for me to save money and to just put it outside and allocate it that way, then the more money I end up saving. And that's a strategy that's helped my wife and I save money exponentially since we started doing that. All right, so now let's talk about opening account bonuses. If you are someone that is thinking, hey, Alex, I like these two organizations, but do they provide any bonuses? Now, for now, I'm going to start here with AMEX. American Express is offering no bonuses. It doesn't mean that they haven't offered them in the past or they won't offer them in the future. And one of the things when I was doing research I found is that sometimes American Express emails select customers and invites them into the program and lets them know, hey, if you refer a friend, you would earn $50, $100, $150, however much it is. But as of right now, they do not have a bonus to incentivize people to sign up with them. I think the way AMEX runs, AMEX is great at credit cards. And I believe the high yield savings account is just another product they offer when it comes to just bringing more customers in and bringing more people in. But their forte, their thing is credit cards and rewards. On the other hand, when it comes to SoFi, SoFi offers one of the highest bonuses that I've seen. And honestly, I've been looking at savings accounts for quite a few months now. And this is one of the highest ones, especially because it's a hard cash high bonus. But there are certain requirements that you need to comply with in order to qualify for this up to $325 bonus, which, by the way, you can use with the link in the description, and it does support the channel. So if you want to qualify, if you want to get this money, you do need to set up direct deposit of $5,000 or more, and you get $300 for that, and you also get an additional $25 if you use the link in the description. Now, if you don't have that much direct deposit, that's okay. You can still open an account, you can still sign up with SoFi, but you will get $50 if you have a direct deposit between $1,000 and $5,000. Okay, so now let's talk about FDIC insurance, and AMEX offers the very much standard up to $250,000 insurance per account per owner. When it comes to SoFi, SoFi does offer FDIC insurance on steroids because they offer up to $2 million. And the way to do this is by leveraging a network of banks that are also FDIC insured. And they can just say, hey, give me your $2 million. I'll distribute it amongst all these banks and I'll guarantee you FDIC insurance after $2 million. When it comes to minimum deposits and maintenance fees, none of these organizations have a minimum deposit or a maintenance fee. And I want to have here a little bit of a disclaimer with SoFi because they do say, hey, we don't have a minimum deposit requirement, but they do have a direct deposit requirement if you want to get a 4.6 APY. If you don't set up direct deposit, then you would get a lower APY. Last time I checked, it was 1.25%. I'll share on the screen. So now let's talk about easy access. Let's talk about, hey, how easy is it for someone to access their account if they want to get their money? Important, right? So when it comes to SoFi, of course, it's online, mobile, it's very standard. Everyone offers that. ATM also through checking if you have a checking account, which, by the way, with SoFi, you do get automatically signed up for a checking account when you open a SoFi account. And this may or may not be your thing. It may be your thing if you want to keep everything in one place. And you could access your high yield savings account through your ATM. You can just transfer and then to your checking and then just go get your money that way. In the case of AMEX, also they offer checking accounts, which you could sign up for, and you could get an ATM card, and then that way you can access your money that way. So they do have the flexibility, both of these organizations. And if that's something that you're looking for, then hey, by all means, these two are good options there. All right, so now is it easy to make deposits? How can you fund your high yield savings account? Do you have to go to the bank? Well, first of all, there's no branches here. These are online savings accounts, but there's a difference. Now, when it comes to SoFi, we have the bank transfer, the direct deposit, the wire transfer, e-check, cash through A2A, which, by the way, with a wire transfer, you get charged when the wire transfer goes out, but not so much when it comes in. Generally, that's what I've seen. Also, you can deposit cash through ATM with a SoFi account. Now, when it comes to AMEX, you have a bank transfer, direct deposit, wire transfer. You can also use e-check. And also, by the way, AMEX is one of those organizations that still allows people to mail checks. Not many of the organizations, at least that I've reviewed, allow you to mail checks. And I'm talking about specifically high yield savings accounts. Now, let's talk about money transferring. How long does it take for your money to get to your external bank? If you are someone that is just using these organizations as a high yield savings account and you just leaving it alone, as I do. I have an account with SoFi, by the way, and I used to have American Express credit cards. SoFi takes 2 to 3 business days, and AMEX on their website mentioned they take 1 to 2 business days. And it's important here to understand that sometimes it takes less. I want to say that these numbers are very conservative based on my experience. I made a transaction a couple of days ago with SoFi. I transferred to my other savings account. It took like a couple of hours. So let me know, by the way, what are you saving money? Let me know what are your saving goals? What are you working towards? What are you using your money? And let's get to know each other a little better. Now let's talk about branding. SoFi is somewhat new if you compare it to American Express. SoFi was established back in 2011 at Stanford by a couple of business students. This was in California. Now American Express was its established brand. Like there's no question about it. Founded in 1850 in Buffalo, New York, and these two organizations have a wide variety of products: credit cards, savings accounts, checking accounts, and a lot more. Now, when it comes to withdrawals allowed per month, that is how many times you can withdraw money from your savings account, SoFi offers no limit, while American Express here does have a limit of 6. Personally, I enjoy banking with an organization that does not have any limits when it comes to withdrawals. It's not like I need it. Like I don't access my money that often, but if you need it, you just never know what's going to happen. You know, it's one of those emergencies that you just never know what life is going to throw at you. Life sometimes just kicks you in the butt and you have to just use your savings constantly. And at that point, honestly, if I know I'm going to need my money constantly in a month, I'll probably just transfer it to my checking and just start doing business that way. It will be just quicker. That's just me. So when it comes to customer service, both of these organizations offer customer service, human customer service, and they have decent client reviews. So SoFi has a 3 out of 5, is about 60% customer satisfaction, which is actually pretty average. Average that I've seen is between 3 and 3.5. It's pretty average for Wallet Hub. There's different organizations like NerdWallet. They also have Bankrate, and there's a bunch of websites that give you the rating. AMEX, they have a 4 out of 5, 80% customer satisfaction, 1,200 reviews. And one of the things that I like to say here in this part is always to go through the 1 stars, like the 2 stars. Why are people upset? And if that's, I look into whether or not that's something to be concerned about. If it comes up repeatedly, if, for example, AMEX is not honoring their APY that they advertise on the website, or SoFi is not honoring their APY, okay, so that's a problem. But why are they not honoring it? So I try to go a little deeper into the reviews, and especially the negative ones for an organization that I'm considering, because I just want to make sure it gives me the warm and fuzzy feeling of confidence, trust, and really, like, do I want to put my money, my hard-earned money, in one of these organizations? So let's go into the head-to-head. So SoFi, overall, 4.6 APY, up to $325 bonus with direct deposit of $5,000 or more. No minimum deposit, no monthly fees. You do get FDIC insurance up to $2 million by using a network of other banks. No problems. Personally, when I've used it now for a couple of months. Now, AMEX, more established brand, no question about it. A decent APY of 4.35%. It's not bad. It's still that much higher. Both of these organizations still are that much higher than Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo. And no bonus, however. No minimum deposit, no monthly fees. Also, FDIC insured up to $250K. And personally, I never had any problems when I use American Express. Okay, so which one would I recommend to my grandma? The last video was recommendation to my mom. Okay, which one would I recommend to my grandma now? We get into my family. So if my grandma is looking for branding, established, reputable organization with a decent APY that is still much higher than all of the other brick and mortar stores, local banks out there, still, hey, 4.35%. Also, if my grandma wants to mail checks, she's still into that. If she already has AMEX credit cards and she just wants one organization where she can keep everything, then I think American Express could be the way to go. Now, SoFi would be an option if my grandma is looking for higher interest, also decently fat cash sign-in bonus, the fattest one that I've certainly seen when it comes to hard cash, $300 up to $325. Also, if she's looking for higher FDIC insurance up to $2 million. And also let's assume that my grandma also has SoFi credit cards. She has SoFi loans. Maybe she wants to keep everything in one hub, as I mentioned with American Express. Then maybe SoFi could be an option there for her as well. So at the end of the day, it just really all depends on what you want to do, what you're looking for, what your needs are, what are you saving, who you are more familiar with. I think that's going to end up making a difference in many people's minds. I know certainly that's for mine. If you are interested in opening an account with any of these organizations, check the links in the description. And with that being said, thank you for being here. Let me know in the comments what other organizations you'd like me to go over. And with that being said, also make sure that you click the link in the description, alexsitter.com/mentor, to help you turn your experience into income. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.